Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Real quick.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Browns, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Oh, he shifts past him.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protecting a stationary target. Asking them to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that will be one of this game's biggest stops.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Beckham. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
That one good for 37 yards.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
Watson on first down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. Then he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Chubb. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Chubb again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Browns take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Flush to his right. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating. Steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, and they'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And down he'll go at the 25. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now Jackson on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 24-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the 22, Jackson. On the right side open is Gesicki. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Coy Holcomb. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away?
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the red zone now, Watson drops it off for Chubb. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on second down. Watson to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Browns! Amari Cooper, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. He will return this from deep in the... And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. York on now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They can certainly use it down by 2 scores. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Jackson forced out to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Jackson now. Completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Flushed out right. Throw right side complete to Dotson. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 28. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. Patterson's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
From the 24, Jackson quickly into the hands of Beckham. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Hands it off out of the gun.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
From the 38, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Cole Holcomb, and the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, if they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there, that means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Robinson. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr. taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Commanders are back within a score. Jackson here is going to look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Michael O.J. Mudia. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Final minute now in the 3rd quarter. On 2nd and 12, Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cleveland offense ready to go. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On first down, it's Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end, finding room at midfield. Look at the big fella go. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A shotgun snap for Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well.
Touchdown! David Njoku from 19 yards away. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. From the 30 on second down, Jackson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Being chased out left. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. Now it's Jackson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some center yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and think.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Graham, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Out of the gun, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 36. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Watson now to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now Watson. Completes it right side to Cooper. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down. Watson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays up.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Extra point by York is up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for him for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get him next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
He's got McLaurin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns have just about sewn up this football game. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end,